All right, so I'm gonna be doing a track arm drop bracket on this 2006 F250. The reason that you do these drop brackets is because whenever you level out the trucks, usually 2 inches or higher, like in this case, it's a 2.5 inch level. So you have the puck that sits on top of the coil spring. It will, it changes the geometry of your traction bar, which is this right here. So it actually pulls the axle over to the driver's side a little bit. It's kind of hard to tell, but it pulls it over. So when you install this drop bracket, it lowers your traction bar back to the factory height, which then will reset, it'll reset your axle like offset. So it's more offset this way and less offset this way, but it'll actually even it back out to how it was from the factory. All right, so to remove that bracket, you're going to need a 30 millimeter, a 21, and an 18 millimeter. You're going to need all those sockets and then a couple extensions. And then you're going to remove this bolt right here, which is the 30. You're going to do these two, which are the 18s. And then you have 3 up here. 1, 2, 3, and those are all the 21 millimeters. All right, so what I recommend for when you remove these, I would get a breaker bar. I recently had this off, so they weren't like extremely tight, but I would recommend getting a breaker bar and breaking them loose first, because I tried loosening them with the impact and a wobble adapter here, and it didn't seem to break them loose. So I just grabbed the 1/2 inch ratchet and I was able to break them loose like that, and then you can just spin them out with your impact. But I have them out here, so I'll try to do a little comparison. So the main thing here is you can see how this is dropped more. Just obviously it's easy to see where it mounts up here, and then your holes are just dropped where your actual track arm will mount in there. So we're gonna get that thrown up in there and then get the track arm mounted up. All right, so I got this track arm drop bracket. I got it installed. It's pretty easy. You gotta kind of finesse it a little bit. But I mean, everything did end up lining up okay. This track arm actually lined up just about perfect, and the bolt goes in there easily. So I just kind of got it floating around right now. But I'm getting ready to just kind of snug it all up and just, I'm gonna tighten everything kind of together. Like I'll tighten this a little bit, I might tighten some of these a little bit, and then just kind of vice versa, just snug it up evenly. And then I'll eventually put the nut on this and then snug it up too. All right, so I got everything fully tightened down. I tightened these down a little bit, kind of just snugged them up, and then I snugged these up, and then I hammered these down with the impact over here, 1/2 inch Milwaukee impact. Hammered those down, and then I hammered these down, and then I took my 1/2 inch ratchet and I just checked them, made sure they were all super tight, and they were. I didn't get any of them to budge. So I came here, I used a crescent wrench for that. So you put it on the back side where that nut is, and then hammer it down with the impact, and then obviously check it again with your 1/2 inch ratchet over there.